Hi guys, it's Jenna. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna start naming my videos something like my rant for the day. There's just so many things out there that they just keep bothering me. Um, I guess they bother me to a point where I have to speak out about them, because everyone else does. So, fear, I might as well do the same thing. Anyway, I was checking out an article, um, last night when I was at work about a columnist for a publication company in Texas called eparistexas.com. Extra is what they call themselves, eParis, Texas, whatever. And this woman's name is Taylor Trenchard. I'm trying to read her name, but anyway, she's a psychologist. She has she's a therapist. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in applied psychology. So anyway, well, she's a Texas native. She's married. She's a mother of two. But I want to go on to read this article, and it goes on talking about the Dancing with the Stars thing with Chaz Bono. The transgender guy who's dancing with a woman. So anyway, it goes on to read. Transsexual woman Chaz Bono has made big news by announcing publicly that she feels that she is truly male and that she will now be living her life as a man. Bono has had plastic surgery and takes male hormones to help her appear as a man. Because of her transgender lifestyle, much controversy has recently arisen over the casting of Chaz Bono in the current season of ABC's Dancing with the Stars. While many Americans applaud Bono for what they perceive as courage and strength, others feel that to celebrate such a decision is to condone the delusions of a psychologically disturbed individual. Psychiatrist and Fox News columnist, notice I said Fox News columnist, Dr. Keith Ablow, goes so far as to argue that allowing our children to watch episodes of Dancing with the Stars featuring Bono may lead to confusion as they struggle to develop their own identities, which, of course, will include the development of their sexuality and gender identity. Oh, okay, you know what? I have to think about that. Anyway, um, let me see. Let me find out where I was at. Okay, many other respected professionals in the field of psychology and psychiatry strongly disagree with Dr. Ablow and believe that not only would watching Bono in the show not be harmful for young viewers, but that it may have a positive influence in promoting acceptance of self and others. With both sides armed with good intentions, intelligent arguments, and supportive data, who is right? Is it okay to let your children watch Chaz Bono on Dancing with the Stars? Okay. Anyway, it goes on. I think that the first thing that we must remember is that whether Chaz Bono is a man or woman, again, she is human and as such deserves to be treated with dignity, respect, and empathy for what she has identified as personal struggles. When we remember this, we can't take away any anger or contempt that may contribute to our opinions on this matter. Gender identity disorder is classified in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. She's referring to the DSM-IV guys as a psychological disorder. Although many professionals have various theories and opinions about gender identity, um, gender identity disorder, we do not know what causes individuals to feel trapped in the wrong body or the best way to deal with the disorder. What we do understand is that this is a phenomenon, whatever. That this is a phenomenon that is often present from an early stage and leads to extreme psychological distress for individuals with gender identity disorders and their families. As for the statement by Dr. Ablow that allowing our children to watch a transgender individual on television may lead to confusion and potentially even cause them to question their own gender or sexuality, I do not think that we have enough statistical data to make a determination one way or the other. There is, however, much data on the influence of what we allow our children to watch on television and the process of desensitization. Desensitization occurs when a person is continually exposed to a particular stimulus, and over time multiple exposures become less affected by the stimulus. So it is conceivable that watching a transgender on television may make such a lifestyle seem more acceptable for a younger person and like a viable option for themselves if they are struggling with their own gender identity. However, as a parent, I am probably more concerned about my children watching Dances with the Stars because of the provocative clothing and sexually suggestive dance moves performed by many of the female dancers. There is much research to support that viewing such material is damaging to the self esteem and self concept of young women. For young men, viewing such a material promotes unrealistic expectations of females. In other words, ladies, after your man watches Dancing with the Stars, he's going to want to have sex with you. Might be a good thing. Okay, anyway, when it comes down to it, psychology, of course, does not have the answer. As parents, we have the freedom and responsibility to decide for ourselves what we allow for our own children. We all know that our children did not come with instruction manuals, that as parents we face tough decisions almost daily, and that inevitably we will make mistakes. Whether you choose to allow your children to watch Jazz Bono on Dancing with the Stars for the entertainment value alone, whether you use it for a platform to talk to your children about issues such as homosexuality, gender identity, hate, and stereotyping, or whether you choose to keep them from watching the program is your choice. One tool that can be helpful as we make our choices is a risk benefit analysis. This sounds kind of technical, but really it is simple. It involves comparing the possible risk that a certain option poses with the potential benefits of that option. In this case, for example, the option of allowing our children to watch Dancing with the Stars may lead to confusion of our children or even psychological damage, but we do not know for sure that those things would occur, and it may teach our children valuable lessons in acceptance and courage. The decision point is where you allow your own values and beliefs to impact your choice. As we do this, even if we are making the wrong decision, we will know, and our children will one day understand that we attempted to pass on what we thought was the best at the time. So, anyway, that's pretty much the article. It's hard for me to believe um, that Taylor's a psychologist. Well, no, not really. It's not hard for me to believe it, but it's typical. I actually myself have seen psychologists like this when I was in a pretty much a discovery mode, meaning that I saw a psychologist who was versed in gay and lesbian and bisexual matters, but had absolutely no knowledge of transgender knowledge, what a transgender was, what they feel inside. So anyway, I did mention to you guys that Taylor, um, was part of a counseling group. It's called Insight Counseling Group at www. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to post a link down below. But anyway, it's www.insightcounselinggroup.com. Um, it says she's a trained psychological, or she's a trained. Taylor is trained in psychological and neuropsychological evaluations and specializes in cognitive achievement and personality assessments. She has experience diagnosing and working with individuals with a variety of psychological conditions, including but not limited to ADHD, dyslexia, mental retardation. I hate to use that word, retardation. But anyway, personality disorders, depression, anxiety, attachment disorder, schizoaffective disorder, which I don't even know what the hell that is. Schizoaffective? I need okay, maybe that's a graduate course. And schizophrenia. Anyway, one thing I failed to see in any of these experiences is dealing with gender identity disorder, which leads me to say, how can a columnist make a judgment or even write a column about a person who has gender identity problems? Even I think you guys know what I'm trying to get at here. What I'm trying to say is she has no experience in this, so therefore, what she has to say, it doesn't matter. It just disturbs me. And believe me, I am tired of being disturbed about psychologists who have no idea about gender studies and gender identity disorder. She did go on to quote the DSM-IV, but I think I'm going to do myself a favor, and maybe you guys should also do the same thing, is send her the latest information that came out about the DSM-5, where it's not, dysphoria is actually um, a term that was used for distress. It doesn't mean we're crazy. It doesn't mean we're, you know, we can't we can't perform normal daily functions. We all have families. We have we have kids. We have brothers, mothers, fathers, cousins, whatever. Oh God. Okay. I think that's enough for my daily rant for today. But anyway, um, thank you guys for checking in on me, and thanks for, you know, just watching. Anyway, you guys take care. I love you guys. I am gonna go find me something to eat and go to bed. Love you guys. Bye.